Welcome everyone. This is John Shealy at Trader Country Club. This is a special report to discuss overbought markets, and this is March the 5th, 2022. There are some commodities that are rising to the moon, and I'm going to be talking about just how high they are. You hear about the term of overbought or oversold. Well, today you're looking at a huge overbought market, the crude oil and the wheat. Now, I have a weekly chart here of crude oil. Now, as you can tell, we've been in a bull market for all of the year of 2021, and then it really exploded at 2022. Now, we all know it's because of Russia, but I'm trying to show you is to the degree that this market has run up. If you have indicators that are overbought, such as RSI, stochastic, or other momentum indicators, obviously the prices have run up so high, you've been overbought for over several months. The reason I'm doing this market review is because just how high prices have been up. I'm showing you crude oil. Let's take a look at wheat. This is wheat futures. And as you can tell, it has gone insane as far as the prices. Now, there's a lot of fundamentals in this. Now, notice that the bull market has been around for 2021. Now, there's some pretty good sized corrections, but we see that the overall trend has been bullish for quite some amount of time. But this is what we talk about when you're saying something's overbought. Well, there's a lot of reason for this. Obviously it's Russia, and what's their fear is that they will reduce their exports of wheat, and so there's going to put a world demand. So you're going to see a big imbalance in regards to the demand and the availability of supplies. This can be much worse in the next several months. I'm just showing you here to what degree this is going up. Now, as you can imagine, this is going to push inflation to the moon. Remember when they talk about the 7.5% inflation, they're not counting food or gasoline. So you're looking at, so when you're talking about inflation, you're seeing inflation for food and energy for every around the world. Now, what I've done on this chart to show you to the extreme that an indicator's gone up. This is 4 and 6 average true range above the moving average. And as you can tell, we have blown straight through 6 average true range. That's more than 10, almost more than 12 average true range above the moving average. It's not unusual for prices to reach close to 6 average true range on a normal market and then have a correction because it's, quote, overbought. But I'm just showing you under special circumstances, prices can blow through these levels and calling them overbought. Here I'm showing a similar chart of crude oil. Here's your 50 period simple moving average. It's very popular. That's 4 and 6 average true range, and you can tell we've blown right through it. Let's take a look at a ETF for crude oil. This chart is USO for an ETF for crude oil. It's above 6 average true range. Now, does that mean I'm suggesting someone to put a new position on as a long position here? Hell no. I'm just telling you, don't think that the market won't be able to stop. It can reverse at any time without any warning whatsoever. All I'm saying is, as far as your indicators telling you it's overbought, that does not matter anymore when there is a news event can push the fundamentals a long, long way. And so stay out of this based upon just because something's, quote, overbought. You can forget indicators when you are in this kind of market environment. So I will end with looking at the spider on a daily basis. This is the price action we've seen in regard to S&P 500. it's trying to turn into a bear trend, but it keeps trying to move up because maybe, just maybe, the Russian invasion will be stopped. And of course that occurs, then we go back to our normal fundamentals, and it may be very possible that we turn back into a bull bias in the stock market. Because remember, overall, over the last 40 years, there is a bull bias in regards to the stock market. So this could come up if there is a way to resolve this thing with Russia. It could also collapse if it gets much worse than we could ever imagine. So we won't know for several weeks exactly what the prices are going to do in regards to the stock market, different stocks, and especially the inflationary commodities such as crude oil, wheat, and from time to time we're going to be able to watch gold, but right now we're only talking about the oil and wheat. It can still continue up if Russia situation gets much worse. This is John Sheely with Trader Country Club.